Hello everyone, this is Direwolf20 and welcome to episode 26 of Direwolf20's server play. Jaded and Soaryn and Neptune and Morvalar out on the server, and we've got the infamous X-Compwiz hanging out on TeamSpeak with us as well as everyone else, and Chicken Bones is here too. When Chicken Bones show up?
He's been...
Just a minute ago.
Nice,
Yeah,
timing.
just showed up. Cool. Hey, Chicken Bones, I'm going to be having some fun with your Fabricators, you and Soaryn. How do you feel about this room being the Fabricator room that I'm standing in right now, Soaryn?
I have no idea. Oh, there you are.
Yeah.
Nice.
Did you see I set up a infernal furnace over here? A nether furnace thingy?
Wrathforge? Yeah.
Yeah, that's what it's called. Watch. Hit this button. Hit that button.
Nice.
I was going to put it on a timer, but due to the random nature at which it creates the dark iron, I wasn't sure how well a timer would do. I guess I probably could, and then, like, any iron that got created I could just put back, but meh. What you going to do? How you like it, Neptune? Pretty basic, but it works.
Pretty sort.
Straightforward. Also, Soaryn, were you here when I made the squeezer and the seed oil thing automatic?
Maybe. I don't remember.
Yeah, I'm pretty proud of the way that I came up with to get that to happen. It's in the overworld.
Nice.
So, just recapping what I did last episode, showing Soaryn. Come over here by where the seed barrel is.
Arrow is...
In the overworld.
Oh, okay.
So I want one of those helmets, by the way.
Ooh. Oh.
Yes.
They got him.
He takes care of the Tesseract. And as soon as the Tesseract, or the squeezer, processes enough seeds, he goes and gets more.
Cute.
That's the way I managed to deal with the fact that, like, the Tesseract won't, like, stop... Well, it kind of stops accepting items when the other side is full, but, like, I couldn't just put an autarkic gate on it and walk away. Though,
Right.
rumor has it, Lemming is working on a gate conditional to detect when there's no other side of the Tesseract, so that might happen at some point. I also expanded a little bit in the workshop here, but today what I want to work on is one of those infamous solar factories, and today we're going to do it using Fabricators. I think I've come up with a rather intuitive design that ought to work rather well, and I figure it's not going to take up this entire room. It should be relatively smallish, but, you know, we can kind of see what happens, right?
Is it a high voltage solar factory?
Well, it's going to start off as just a solar factory, and then maybe it'll expand into a high voltage solar factory, but, you know, that would take up the whole chunk, I think.
I have a design for a high voltage solar factory using fabricators that fits in 7 by 5 by 5.
Gosh.
Alright. I like building things flat. I don't like building things three-dimensionally. I don't know why. I know that's like a good way to do it, but I'm not gonna build it that way. I have a solar factory that's 7 fabricators that all touch each other.
Yeah, that's generally the way to go.
Honestly,
And I don't know. You can come if you want to hang out and tell me if you come up with a better plan.
block. Interchange.
I have to ask, Dyer,
Yes.
why am I suddenly into this?
Because he's
You?
evil.
Because, like, you're rarely around, and it's uncommon that I get you on TeamSpeak while I'm recording.
Ah, there's that. I'm not sure that makes me infamous.
It doesn't, but I like that.
I don't know if it makes you infamous, but it makes you something. That sounds cool, along those lines.
Infamous is not the word you want to use.
Who, what now?
I think infamous is the right word for this.
Well, you're pretty infamous. You're well known.
But that's famous. Infamous is,
It's like the day of infamy. No, like...
I'm pretty sure
Don't-
infamous and famous mean the same thing. It's like
infamous
flammable
means
and
being
inflammable.
known for evil or negative things.
No, it's like flammable and inflammable. They mean the same thing.
No, infamous is being famous for something that's you don't want to be famous for.
I like this.
Yeah. Basically, yeah. It's having a reputation of the worst kind, according to Merriam's dictionary.
Alright,
So
well,
yeah,
you're
it's
infamous
actually
because
notoriously
you made
evil.
pages harder to get.
There you go.
How's that?
Being notoriously evil, which I might take because I'm a dungeon master. So
There you go.
yeah.
Yeah, that does make you pretty evil.
Right.
Alright, so we're going to need an input chest, we're going to need an output chest, we're going to need probably some other cool stuff happening here. Let me put together how the fabricators are going to interact. And Chicken Bones, if you come log in and hang out in the workshop here, you can kind of see how I put this thing together. So let's see if I can remember this one.
I might come and oversee. Busy working on end tanks at the moment. I just
Oh.
finished doing all the rendering effects.
So you don't mind that being on camera that you said that?
No, because their ETA is about 3-4 days.
What's that?
They'll probably be released before the video goes up on YouTube.
That's probably true.
I'm gonna find the mouse or extra batteries. I'll be right back.
Okay, that guy there. This guy can be this. And this guy can be that. Alright, so here's what we got, okay? We've got a generator here, and the generator will be made with furnaces, machine blocks, and batteries. And then here we've got the battery sitting next to the cable maker, and the cable maker is also sitting next to the electronic circuit maker. So we can feed batteries and electronic circuits off of the cable maker. And remember, these guys being adjacent to each other means they'll work. Now the only other thing is the generator is sitting next to the fabricator for the solar panel. They're not touching, so in order to get those guys to interact, I've got emerald pipes here, and we're just going to have them output from there into there directly. So what will happen is the generators will get made, they'll autarkically pump out into this area, and this will make the solar panels, which will then, pump out this way. What do you think, Soaryn? Does that work?
Nice.
Not bad, right? So the only thing we need is to pump items in a certain direction. So we're going to need a sorting machine, and we're going to need some pneumatic tubes, which I just made, and we're going to need some power for that sorting machine, so that'll be fun. A couple other things, whatever. So how about I get together some of the items we're going to need, and then we can start putting this thing together and see how much more efficient we can make it over last season's solar panel maker.
Force GC in there.
Alright, we're back, guys. Just setting up a thermopile.
because
And Chicken Bones and CBW are talking complicated sounding stuff.
okay, if you have
Talking
the
garbage collection, dude. It's Java fun.
if you have the message being printed out in the log, even if it's just waiting to be GC'd, then
But
that
the problem
can
is, there's
confuse
no other
people.
way to do it, dude. There's no
guess.
magic. Is this object still in the list of all reachable objects?
Yeah,
Cool.
I thought
In
you
Java,
could
no such
probably
thing
do a
exists.
GC.
If you force a GC though, you can cause all sorts of weird effects because a forced GC will skew the heuristic algorithm that the GC engine uses. So you'll end up in a situation where the GC is being forced and is basically relying on your manual GCs, and it's not doing its job anymore. And you can get into all sorts of weird and fun out of memory situations that won't happen if you don't force the GC. It's
Right.
barrel of laughs. Trust me. I've only been doing this for 15 years. I kind of know my way around that bastard. I was looking into a mechanism by which I could use a phantom reference to track it. But that's a lot of work. I'd have to build a reference queue handler. I'd have to insert every world into a reference queue, and then I'd have to track the reference queue releases, and it gets ugly quick, unfortunately. But I might have to do it, especially if I'm going to put a hook in that people can use to track worlds. But we'll see.
We should get a rubber tree farm running again, by the way, Soaryn.
Probably.
Yeah,
You want to
probably.
use the multi-block versions?
Alright, guys, I'll be back in a second.
But
Okay, I'm
general,
back.
It's not necessary unless you're doing something like that.
Alright, so I'm pulverizing up the coal dust we need. So you guys are talking about garbage collection? That's all I gathered, really.
Yeah, basically, I was explaining the new world leak detection thing. It's a problem because Mistcraft generates lots and lots of worlds, and worlds can come and go. They load, they unload, they do all sorts of fun things in Mistcraft, and it's awesome. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm loving it, but a lot of mods don't really understand that worlds come and go with Mistcraft installed.
Right.
And so they hang on to references to the world in things like hash maps. So hash maps have references to worlds, or they hang on to entities. Entities have a reference to the world. So if you hang on to an entity, you're hanging on to the world.
I gotcha.
And same thing for tile entities, they have a reference to the world. So if you have a cache of any of these objects, like a map, like a hash map of them, then if you don't take efforts to clean it up or use what's known as a weak hash map, then those maps can actually keep around references to worlds that are no longer valid. And we've seen it a few times. We get memory leaks, not so much on the server now, but we have had a few pretty catastrophic ones in the past.
Yeah, we get it on the client still a lot. Like if you look at your memory,
the client will have it a lot more because what's happening on the client is every time you change worlds, that generates a new client world, and there's client-side mods on the client side that are just caching that world. I think one of the ones that's a real guilty party here is one that we don't really have modder in our community, unfortunately. That's Rise. I think Rise has a real problem with caching the world. So
yeah, I've definitely noticed it seems to be better when you don't have Minimap installed, but it will still happen.
Take Minimap out, I think it gets a lot better. But
it does, but not by a huge.
It's not complete though. There are still other mods that are doing it. There's lots and lots of them, and that's why I put the warning I put into the thing, and it was just using garbage collection as a mechanism to try and identify when a world is leaking. That's why if you look in your Forge log file, you might see a message that a world has been leaked. It's not really a message for any of the people watching Direwolf. It's a message for the developers trying to nag them to make sure that they clean their programs up and use reference maps properly.
Makes sense.
Yep.
I have been seeing that message actually. The world has been leaked today.
You'll see it most of the time. I see it all the time as well. You know, it happens a lot. And it's not much I can do about it. One thing I might try and do is do reverse detection. So if a world apparently leaks, I'll log a message. But if it then gets cleaned up at some point in the future, I'll log a message saying actually this one got cleaned. But,
cool.
It runs out every 200 ticks, so about every 20 seconds or so. 30 seconds. It'll run the detection. But it's not noticeable, it's not a costly operation. It's just comparing two hash maps.
Right. This is me pretending I know what a hash map is. It's cool. Alright, so that needs that needs that. Alright, cool. Now let's paint some of these lines. So how many inputs do I have? 1, 2,
the map for hash
3,
routes.
4, 5, 6. Is that really how many I have? Tell me that's the right number.
Why do we have mulch in this chest?
I don't know. That ought to actually work.
Just
the chest by the thing. I was just wondering, does mulch have some significance with the coke oven?
I don't think so.
No, I'm sorry. Is there mulch in there still?
Yeah.
That used to share the output of the squeezer.
Come on, clean up chests.
Yeah. Yeah, Soaryn, you can talk about cleaning up chests. Give me a break.
Oh, and by the way, I'm loving Faithful again. Now I've fixed that stupid white spider bug. It's gorgeous.
What's that?
Faithful texture pack. No, FML runs it perfectly, by the way. No Optifine, no MC patcher needed. It just runs with FML. And with the Direwolf 20 pack and a couple of tweaks, you can get pretty much everything on Forgecraft in Faithful, and it looks lovely.
Cool.
And I fixed the white spider bug, which was the reason I wasn't using it. I figured out what it was at last.
It's rare for me to use a texture pack, but I should really start messing around with them a little bit. The thing is, like, all these mods we use, like, using a texture pack just adds to the, well, Do texture packs really hurt frame rate ever? I guess if you use like higher quality ones, right?
They'll only affect the frame rate if you tend to go for the really big ones, which won't run in FML on their own anyway.
Yeah.
128.
FML supports up to 128, and pretty much I drew the line at 128 because that was where the frame rate started to take a dip. If you put a big texture pack at 128 in,
Right.
it can be
Gotcha.
noticeable. It's sort of the cusp, and 256 just, oh my word, that was bad. Now
Yeah.
I'm going to revisit this with the new stuff in 1.5.
Mm-hmm.
So I might
Until-
tweak the sizing, but I know what causes the white spiders at last, which was the reason I had pretty much abandoned the whole thing. So
Right.
What was it?
I can fix it. White Enderman.
Nice.
So anyway, it's all working now. It's all working lovely. And I've got Faithful, and it's pretty much complete coverage. The only thing I think isn't in it at the moment is Zycraft, because just go and read the swear
User
words that
joined
that
your
guy
channel.
has for you on the forum.
For texture
Uh-oh.
packs?
Oh yeah, texture
I can
pack
get over
authors
it.
do
You
not
can-
like you, dude.
It's not even released yet. You can get over it.
Well, it's in Direwolf pack and in the
Yeah, but
Minecraft pack, so
That was world release.
that's not
Yeah.
an excuse anymore, dude.
Yeah,
The
there's...
fact that it's like 7 blocks and they're all the same, I just periodically move them because they need to be in a better order. If that's all he has to do, then that's not much of a deal to me. Compared to actually
Well,
making blocks
yeah.
work.
They don't seem to like it very much, anyway. The other thing that's missing is my hat.
Oh yeah, your new
Do I
hat.
need to make one for you?
Is that
Or-
public yet, by the way?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Nice.
I published it the other day.
Because I've got a lot of
Netflix.
people saying they want like the advanced solar hat, so I think I'll make sure that the next version of Direwolf 20 pack version 6 has the updated compact solars.
Should do. You
So
should be
3
fine with
and
it.
3.
You'll need an updated computer craft though, because it relies on new Forge features. So
Yeah, I was talking to the guys
teaching
earlier. There's a
out.
bunch of stuff I want updated because there's all kinds of new toys that I want in the new Direwolf 20 pack version 6.
Oh dear, I think I'm crashing.
Yeah, I think I am too. YouTube will be back once the server's done being laggy or crashing.
it's
Okay, we're
generating
back.
chunks.
Yep, somebody's exploring, creating new chunks.
Stop making
Fun,
chunks.
fun.
Stop making chunks.
So
What am I doing?
CPW demands it.
that color
Grassy.
and green.
That was progress here. Colors.
This look cool or what, Soren? I think this is going to be pretty compact and work, but
Yeah, see those two.
we're going to find out.
I love how a Thormian
User
pickaxe
joined
with
your
repair
channel.
enchant on it
Yeah.
is as good as a drill.
Better.
It's awesome. It's often better because it doesn't have the same.
Wait, which pickaxe?
All right, I
Right.
think this is the mode I want to be in,
Thorncraft
by the way.
furnace.
I think that's
Yeah,
the
it's
all
like,
stack, meaning it has to satisfy everything in the stack.
Yeah, Nicole. Yeah, I think so.
Also, I love the changes to the autarkic gate CPW.
They're good, aren't they?
Dude, it's awesome. No more heat up time, instantly running at full speed. Epic. That's what they are.
Yeah, they're perfect now. The argument I made with Sengir and Craft, and they bought it immediately, was, you know what? They're a gate. They're supposed to be used in a gate network, and they're
Yeah.
blooming useless if they take 30 seconds to warm up. And
Exactly.
In fact, a lot longer, like about 5 minutes.
Why do you think I
when
always,
gate
always,
systems, like,
always
turn on and off?
have it set up so that it's set to redstone signal off equals energy pulsar? Because I want it always at full speed. So I have it always running in an effort to make sure that when it does need to run, it's at full speed.
Yeah.
Which is
Nice.
probably
Never put
bad.
that together before.
Yeah. Alright, so I'm ready to test this. So let's see. I've got like this little cheat sheet of what I need. So let's
I've got to
see.
pick a bone with Ichun. Placing blocks with the portal gun is really hard now.
Yeah, I need. Does he have an API for telling blocks cannot be picked up by the gravity gun?
Yes, he does.
Thank goodness. Because multi-blocks, you try to pick them up with, like, Zycraft multi-block, the block will disappear and you're holding a shadow.
Yeah, I just realized I'm doing this poorly, but this will give a good example of how this is going to run. 410.
Ah, perfect. There we go.
Does anyone know
Lovely.
offhand for the inoculator, do you need BDNA?
For the inoculator? Yeah, no, you do not.
Okay. Thank you.
Happy to oblige. Alright, let's try it. So, if we run this like so, it's going to pump out all the items, and it should get stuck at some point somewhere where it runs out of stuff that it can't pull anymore. Probably more refined iron and stuff. And things should go in here and start crafting. So you can see that happening, right?
The books catch on fire. Oh no, that's because I'm using a fire aspect sword, idiot. I was trying to kill an old book that's absolutely useless, and I just realised they catch on fire. Actually, no, that's just me.
Here's another odd question. Is it possible for mobs to get inside railcraft tanks while the
No.
tank is complete? Because I think I ran across that the other day.
It shouldn't
possible
happen.
for
He
you
refuses
to
to
get
construct a
inside.
tank while there's an entity inside.
Well,
No,
but-
except
Sorry,
that
Is
I
it possible to
constru-
spawn later?
Yes, that's my question. Because it was
It is.
constructed, it was full with lava, and then one day I realized I had no power. That was because there was an Enderman placing dirt blocks inside the tank.
That's me.
Awesome.
Wow.
Way to go, Enderman. Now, an Enderman could possibly teleport into the tank. That would be more
Alright.
likely than a spawn in the tank.
That
Well, you
I
can
think
use
that's what's
ender pearls to
happening.
get in there.
Oh, wonderful.
Mine is a little bit more interesting. You could be inside to initialize the tank.
Things are happening.
Things are happening.
I just threw
You
random
drown
amounts of
in backup
resources
tanks.
in. It'll get stuck
No.
somewhere.
Don't support drowning. You need 2 times, or at least.
Oh, this is your sorting? Oh, very nice.
Yeah, you're not
This is
getting
going to make
copper
solar
cables
panels. Check it out,
because
CBW.
it's Here.
Dude, you need an upgrade.
What kind of upgrade?
A chest upgrade.
Yeah, I know. I'm just getting started here.
Yeah, because it's crafting 6 here. It's going directly into here first and not here.
It's not going there at all?
No, because it's getting crafted from here, from the circuits first.
It should do something, though.
You need 2 times the amount.
I'm doing 2 times the amount, though. It didn't make any batteries?
That seems to be.
I assumed it would make some batteries.
Let's try.
Because it should have... Well, I mean, the rubber and copper thing is a strange...
Let's
part
try
of
this
it.
one more time.
It's putting refined iron in the battery slot. Oh no, that's tin. Sorry.
Yeah, no, it's 10. It's forestry. It's thermal expansion 10.
Yeah, I know. Texture packs.
Texture
Dude,
pack,
you
yes.
need a brick there.
Try that.
What'd you do?
I put a
Actually,
brick there because there was a
multiply the
hole.
amount there twice.
You doubled it? Oh, okay,
Wow.
yeah. I guess that makes sense, right?
But it still doesn't. Okay.
Well, there was extra redstone and refined iron in there.
It needs wires to go into the thing, and they're not.
Do what now?
Wires aren't going into your battery thing.
I noticed they're going directly from the crafting here directly to circuits, but that should split it up.
Yeah, careful with fabricators. They have a tendency to overcraft and use as much as they can.
Yeah, I was debating if I'd have to split this up at all, but I guess I do, right?
Yeah, I think you need
You
to have
don't.
either 2 wire makers or
Or have it so it toggles with redstone.
There.
you use
Well,
an
actually,
iron gate.
I
and
should
a,
get on the server.
use an
I should
iron
get on the
gate
server
an
and show you
autarkic
guys.
gate.
Think
I have an
about something
idea.
this-
Hang on a sec. I'll be right back. Alright, guys, we're back. I think I've got
Any
a
sign
solution
of
to this.
Lex? No sign of Lex. Who's talking
I'm
about
going
me?
to. We bumped up the copper and rubber requirement there by 1 and 2, respectively. And we're going to keep that much in there like that. Now everything I think will craft properly. Cool. I think it just did, actually. Sweet. We've got a generator there. Awesome.
Yeah.
Alright, so let's clear out, like, the junk here. I'm going to clear out that. I'm going to clear out. So we've got these guys. We've got this. I'm going to clear out the extra circuits and the extra copper and that. And what are we up to here? Put this all back. And we're stuck on this. There. I just wanted to reset the machine real quick, and this should work out pretty well now. Cool. Here goes nothing. Now, what we should get is something that works a little better.
Please
If I
fly.
don't fall through holes.
As I just see Dire will plummet to his death.
I didn't die. I'm still
Yeah.
alive a little bit.
You do have a gravity suit on.
He does, which is when I was concerned. He just kept falling.
Isn't it the solid side that it pulls out of with the emeralds?
Did you
Oh, you know
filter?
No, I didn't. Let me make
You
that
need
a
a
wooden.
filter.
Because
Yeah, see, I
You
did
need
that
to
too.
use a wrench, I think, to get to the filter GUI.
Here, I got this.
I'm just going to use a wooden, because it doesn't really matter. Well, no, wait, it does. And I have to put a generator in there. That's right. Yeah. So I have the generator. That goes into the filter. And now we can put that back on. Cool. So then if generator goes in here... Cool. It should pump, right? Once it's set right.
Gate
Yeah,
set.
you need to put the gate setting back.
There we go.
There's no setting.
There we go, yeah. It's going.
Nice.
Alright. So what did you think about CBW, my plan for that? I would like to see on this thing a pull everything in the inventory and then like a switch somewhere for pull everything but what's in the interface.
Oh, the anti
Yeah, version.
setting.
And
So inclusive or exclusive.
what Covert said was that he didn't think there was any GUI stuff in Buildcraft. Like there's no button code in Buildcraft, so that wouldn't
There
be
aren't.
easy to do.
There is not any button code in Buildcraft. I will agree with him there.
Right. So could you make another pipe that was like an anti-emerald pipe?
No, we'd probably have to put button stuff in. I think it would be overkill to do that.
Okay.
We were talking
Well, you're the
about the
boss.
clay pipe at one point. But,
Alright, so here
I
goes
don't know what
again,
happened
one
there.
more time. Engage.
Go, go, go. Want to see ball crap?
Cable. Not made any generators. Oh, I think it just made a generator.
Yep,
Nice.
and we've got a solar.
Solar cell.
The thing is, we're short on resources at the moment, so it keeps getting stuck on things. There we go, I just threw some more stuff in. We just got short on refined iron. But I think it's working now.
Battery, yeah, battery generator. Generator going in, solar cell coming up.
Awesome refined irons.
Cool.
A lot more compact.
Not bad, right? I just want to make sure it's like perfectly balanced, but I'm pretty sure it is close, if not perfect. These two are extra from before, so I'm throwing them back in.
Oh yeah,
Sounds
it's
like
accumulating
someone's a
enough to
fan
do
of Bandicam.
batteries.
What's that?
You did have an excess of batteries at the moment for some reason.
That's okay, that won't hurt.
We have a generator and nothing else.
It's probably stuck on... Yeah, it's waiting on
Copper?
something. Refined iron. And
Redstone.
redstone.
There we go.
I think it's working pretty well. That's neat to watch.
5 solar panels. 6.
6. There you go.
What
you
I
got
want to
an
do is
LV.
reset it completely, and then watch it run like a full cycle. So let's clear out what it's got so far. I think we've got a few things we can do. That's good. That's clear, that's clear, that's clear, that's clear. So we've got 8 solar panels in there so far, right? I'm going to snag those, because I'm going to make at least a medium voltage hat. Alright guys, we'll be back in a minute once I reset the system and, you know, do some other cool stuff. Alright guys, I think we've got pretty much everything we need. So grabbing the last bit of this, and I'm going to put this in here, and we should be good. So let's see what we can do. So running over here. Okay, I've got empty chests, and I've got a chest full of everything we need. Now the last thing I'm going to put in here is redstone, because that will be our issue to make it. Well, you know what I can do? I can just put everything in and put it on this mode, so it doesn't run automatically. Alright, so everything should be clear, except we start off with 6 copper in the copper cable chest. And then we should be golden, right? So let's transfer everything over.
Do we want to try the click the button once, it pulls everything required for this thing?
No, I want it all to go. Like, I want it to, like, go crazy.
Okay. I have 6 copper cables in here.
User in your channel timed out.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11,
Why are you
12.
putting wires over there?
I was taking them out.
No, there should be wires in there. 'cause
Yeah,
it
there should be
needs
6
preload
wires in there.
wires.
Has to start in the fabricator with the wires, 6.
Because the way the recipes work, it'll get that 6 back again in 5 pulses time.
Right.
Gotcha.
Alright, so we ready?
User entered your channel.
I think we've got everything except the one. It actually requires more than what's available right now, so that's okay. We'll just put this last refined iron in here after some clears out. But here goes nothing. Go. Crazy items pumping everywhere. That's awesome. So we should start seeing Soaryn's Fabricators making crazy things. So everything's being put together. And remember, because Fabricators can pull from adjacent inventories, including adjacent Fabricators, everything runs automatically, except for where the generator has to pump into the solar panel part. But that's no big deal. And when we're done here, we should have a perfectly smooth amount of solar panels. 64 to be exact. That is cool. Watch your feet, because I want to break here. That's awesome. Look at it all flowing perfectly. And we should be showing up with like some solar panels. We've got some stuff here. Everything seems to be working all right. How are we doing over here? Not too bad. Alright, so I'm going to come back in just a minute, guys, once we're ready to check this whole thing out. Alright, just coming back to check on the progress of this machine. It looks like it's still running pretty smoothly. Everything's cooking along, and we've gotten up to 42 solar panels. Oh yeah, progress being made. Alright guys, wanted to be here for the last few iterations of this machine. It should be coming down to the wire now. I think we're almost there. Look at that. And it reset back to the first level. So now if everything finishes properly, we should come out with 64 solar panels. 62. Come on, 63, one more. Dude,
Yeah.
how cool is that? Yoink.
Nice.
That is a compact solar panel maker. We have a lot of copper cables in this fabricator for some reason.
Ooh, dupe bug?
No.
I don't know, there shouldn't be that many copper cables.
Did you overcook by one?
No, because
That
the
looks
sorting
like a
machine
stack
is
extra.
balanced. The sorting machine won't pull more than it needs to.
No, but you might have added a...
Duke bug.
People-
I've tested, but
Yeah, my guess would have to be dupe bug. Because, like, there's no way we had more copper and rubber than we needed because...
You're sending 1 copper and 2 rubber every tick, aren't you?
Yeah.
That's going to be a stack too much.
Is it?
Yes, because you only need you need half a copper and 1 rubber per tick.
Oh, you're right. I think I ran into that last season, too, and forgot that.
like honestly, there is no way for this to do because it subtracts the item count from that inventory
But how come it didn't
Or
use it
crafting.
then? It should have used it.
because there's
Well,
more.
no, why
items
would it use it? It's not. It's not there to use.
excess.
Nothing. No recipes, just excess.
Yeah, but I gave it exactly the right amount of rubber and copper required, didn't I?
No, you gave it 1 stack too many. As I said, you've given it 1 stack of wires too many for what it needed.
Yeah, I don't know.
That's
I
why
thought
you
I
got
gave it
this.
the right number of copper and rubber.
We can test and implement again for 64. Double check that. But I don't know of any dupe bug, and I've thoroughly tested it.
Well, I got my 64 solars, so that's good.
One of the best vanilla testings for this is sandstone. It uses sandstone to make sandstone,
Oh, nice.
so you can just infinitely craft there.
That still doesn't make any sense to me, because I put the right amount in. Like, yeah, I'm making more copper or more cabling than I need each rotation, but that shouldn't matter.
Why shouldn't it matter?
I don't know. Let me think this
11
through a
extra
minute.
crafts.
Alright, yeah. I figured out where the problem is. These guys are pretty right. So I'm going to steal that extra stack of copper, and we'll just kind of put that in the chest here. So now, should we go ahead and upgrade this to make, you know, MV and et ceteras?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we should do that?
I think so.
Okay, let's do that.
Sure.
Alright guys, what I think I need to do is wrap up the episode here, because we're already at the 38-minute mark. So I'm going to wrap up here, and then we'll come back next episode, maybe add on the LV and the MV. So what we basically need to do is craft a low voltage every 8 cycles, and we have to craft a medium voltage every 64 cycles. So what I think I'm going to do for that is probably use item detectors and, you know, split off the piping a little bit. It shouldn't be too bad. I think we should be able to pull it off pretty easily. So yeah, right now, Direwolf20 signing off, episode 26. Hope you guys enjoyed checking out the solar farm. I think it's pretty compact and solid. Right? I like it.
Yep.
Alright guys, take it easy.